Working with range names, you can make it easier to navigate Excel worksheets and build Excel formulas by applying names to your ranges. A range name is a text label that you apply to a single cell or to a range of cells. Once you have defined a name for a range, you can use that name in place of the range coordinates, which has several benefits. For example, range names are more intuitive than range coordinates, particularly in formulas. Range names are more accurate than range coordinates. Range names are easier to remember than range coordinates, and range names make it easier to navigate a worksheet. Define a range name. Before you can use a range name in your formulas or to navigate a worksheet, you must first define the range name. You can define as many names as you need, and you can even define multiple names for the same range. You can create range names by hand, or you can get Excel to create the names for you automatically based on the existing text labels in a worksheet. Select the range you want to name. Click the Insert tab. Click Name. Click Define. The new name dialog box appears. Type the name you want to use into the name text box. The first character of the name must be a letter or an underscore. The name cannot include spaces or cell references, and it cannot be any longer than 255 characters. Click OK. Excel assigns the name to the range. The new name appears in the name box whenever the range is selected. Use worksheet text to define a range name. If you have several ranges to name, you can speed up the process by getting Excel to create the names for you automatically based on the range's text labels. Text labels make a worksheet easier to read and understand, but in this section you see that they also make it easier to define range names. For example, if you have a column of sales data that has the label sales on top, Excel can automatically apply the name sales to that range. You can create range names from worksheet text when the labels are in the top or bottom row of the range, or the left or right column of the range. Select the range or ranges you want to name. Be sure to include the text labels you want to use for the range names. Click the Insert tab. Click Name. Click Create. The Create Names from Selection dialog box appears. Select the setting or settings that correspond to where the text labels are located in the selected range. If Excel has activated a checkbox that does not apply to your data, click it. Click OK. Excel assigns the text labels as range names. When you select one of the ranges, the range name assigned by Excel appears in the name box. Navigate a workbook using range names. One of the big advantages of defining range names is that they make it easier to navigate a worksheet. You can choose a range name from a list and Excel automatically selects the associated range. This is much faster than scrolling through a workbook by hand, or by entering a cell or range reference into Excel's Go-To command. Excel offers two methods for navigating a workbook using range names: the name box and the Go-To command. Navigate using the name box. Click the name box. Click the name of the range you want to select. Excel selects the range. Navigate using the Go-To command. Click the Edit tab. Click Go-To. The Go-To dialog box appears. Click the name of the range you want to select. Click OK. Excel selects the range. Delete a range name. If you have a range name that you no longer need, you can use Excel's Name Manager to delete it. This is a good practice, because you do not want to have unused range names in a workbook. Getting rid of unneeded range names reduces clutter in the Name Manager dialog box, and it also makes the name box easier to navigate. It is also a good idea to delete unused range names because you may need to reuse the names for different ranges later on. Click the Insert tab. Click Name. Click Define. The Name Manager dialog box appears. Click the name you want to delete. Click Delete. Excel deletes the range name. Click Close.